Guess what day is today on planet Earth? Some people might say that it's the last day of January. I'd like to think of it as hell. Temperatures are soaring today. At its peak, it's predicted to be about 29 degrees Celsius with a lovely humidity of 66%. So yeah, I'm gonna be going around to my fish and just make sure that their water is taken care of, that it doesn't get too hot. So here is what my fellow South Africans would call an incubator. I connected this grid. It's actually part of the incubator, but I'm not using this section. There is a fan at the bottom, and that's just keeping the water cool. I've got some eggs in here. Doesn't look like I managed to fertilize them, so we'll have to see if something hatches. Just in case some of you are some dirty toddlers, what I mean with I fertilized them is I took the male goldfish, passion fruit McFizz, and used that to fertilize the female's eggs. Anyway, so these tanks are fortunately under a big, I'm not sure what the material is. Plastic? Net? It's a combination of something. At least that's gonna keep the sun off of the tanks. So that's gonna help keep things cool a little bit, but it can still get pretty boiling underneath this roof still. So I'm just gonna have to make sure that the water at least stay livable. Here at about 30 degrees Celsius, that's when the fish are gonna start going. Some might survive at 30 degrees Celsius, but yeah, you really don't want your water to reach that temperature. This quarter JoJo's tank that some baby goldfish is growing out in does get pretty hot. I'm gonna have to figure out more shade for this thing. Ugh. I was in the process of draining this koi pond because there is a yuki-asagi in there that I have to get out and treat for a little bit of a bacterial issue. However, in this heat, these fish are gonna need water depth to try and get away from it because the cooler water is gonna be at the bottom. Just so that my koi don't stress too much, I'm gonna stop draining the pond and leave them with some depth and then deal with the bacterial issue tomorrow or whenever this heat stops. These baby koi still have a lot of water, so I'm not worried about them. And as long as fresh water is flowing into my goldfish trench, then they should be fine as well. I no longer wish to be a koi farmer. I want to be a hippo.